What's up, New York? Your man H. Diggy, straight from Juve, right here to the kickoff for the biggest celebration in the world right now. It's Eastern Parkway, it's Labor Day. Now, I'm speaking to the soon-to-be governor, Mr. Spitzer. Am I saying your name right?
You're saying it right, and I like the title. Still a year to go, but I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be great.
Right now, given the recent tragedy down south, in a place like New York, if you were governor, if something like that transpired here, what is it that you would do different?
Well, the first thing you do is mobilize the resources. And when you see that a storm is coming, we learned many things after 9/11. The first thing you do after a tragedy is evacuate people, give them shelter, give them access to water, to food, to the facilities to bathe. And that is what they absolutely failed to do in New Orleans. It was sort of amazing to watch hour after hour as people were stuck inside these facilities with no water, no facilities for sanitary conditions that were getting worse and worse, and no food. And so it was kind of an amazing thing to watch this entire federal government that for years had been planning for just this event, and they did nothing. And so clearly there was a breakdown at the federal government. There will be the right questions asked, and there have to be asked who failed, what institutions didn't do what was right. Here in New York, we've learned the lessons. If you're the governor of this state, you have to spring into activity right away and get people away from the scene of the tragedy and get them access to the basic human necessities for life.
Now, that's what a smart politician would do.
And hopefully that's what somebody who's in a position of leadership would do. And what we saw was a lot of fumbling and a lot of finger pointing. It's too bad because there were lives that were lost. And now is not the time for finger pointing. Now is the time to rebuild, to do what has to be done, to reclaim New Orleans and all the other cities and the thousands of lives that have been destroyed.
Now, how prepared are we in New York to handle a major natural disaster?
We're better prepared, I think, than New Orleans was, and that's maybe a low standard, but what we have learned after 9/11, after the other things we've gone through, preparedness matters, knowing where your resources are, knowing how to call out the National Guard, the NYPD, the state police, getting the Red Cross involved, the other organizations that can, in fact, bring resources to the table. You do it quickly, you do it affirmatively, you show some leadership, that's what matters.
Man with answers, focus. Now, on this celebratory day, is there anybody you want to say what's up to?
I want to say what's up to my three daughters who are saying, where'd Daddy go today? We thought we were going to have a long day, long day to celebrate with them. I'm here marching in a parade to celebrate the diversity of New York and the spirit of New York. I'll get home later today and we'll have a good time.
Thank you very much, sir, for your time.
My pleasure.
And good luck.
Thank you.